Hi everyone, it's Lauren and this is my Weber Weekly Updates. Today I am going to talk about the appraisal contingency and specifically what I am seeing in today's market, because I did already talk about the appraisal contingency, what it is, what I was seeing back in November, but today things have changed significantly and I'm seeing different trends. So let's jump into it. Okay, so what are contingencies? What is a contingency? As a buyer, you have three main contingencies which protects you, and if for any reason you are finding things that you're not satisfied with, and if you have those contingencies in place, you can cancel the deal and walk away. What these contingencies protect are the buyer's earnest money deposit. Usually that's 3% of the purchase price. So for simple math, let's say you're in escrow for $1 million deal. You're gonna put $30,000 into escrow, and that is what's going to be protected by these three contingencies. As you're going through escrow and removing each contingency, and by the last contingency that you remove, you're saying, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I am fully committed to purchasing this house. If I cancel for any reason after I've removed all contingencies, then you can have my earnest money deposit or a portion of it. So, what is the appraisal contingency? The appraisal contingency is the bank's eyes. It's a third neutral party hired by the bank, sending an appraiser out to assess the property. They're looking at a couple things. One is the value, the other is the condition of the home. Let's talk about the value because that is what this video is about. As you know, home prices are increasing rapidly, so fast that the comparable sold homes, which those appraisers are looking at to assess the value of the house, are not catching up to where homes are selling at. So the conversation that I'm having with my buyers and the things that I'm seeing is that when we go to put an offer, we're gonna look at those comparable sold homes, but more likely than not, the house is going to be selling for much higher than that. Whatever offer price that we end up submitting, we need to be prepared for the appraisal to come in low. Now, with 15, 20, 30 offers, the buyers that are winning are removing that contingency. By removing it, they're saying, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, here is my offer. Here is my offer price. I know comps only show this value, but I'm not going to renegotiate that price when the appraisal comes in low. I'm going to stick to that price and I'm not going to cancel the deal if and most likely when it comes in low. So the things that we need to prepare for if you are willing to do this is, do you have the cash to make up that difference? So again, let's do simple math for a different scenario. Let's say the house is worth $1 million. Homes that have sold recently are showing the value of $1 million, but you're offering 1.15, $1,150,000. We have a $150,000 gap. If you remove that appraisal contingency, do you have that extra cash to bridge the gap? In some cases, if buyers have saved 20% down, they can shift their loan amount. They can shift it to 10%, 5% down, and then that frees up some cash to, instead of putting it towards the down payment, you're putting it towards that difference. Now, I'm not a lender, so when you go to get pre-approved, make sure you talk about these different types of scenarios and see if you come up to that kind of scenario, do you have the flexibility to change your loan amount and go for a lower down? So let's breathe. I know it's a lot, and I know that's a lot of cash, but unfortunately, if you're in the 30 offer scenario, that is what it's taking to get the house. So What we have to do is prepare, lots of research, lots of numbers, and be confident that if and when that appraisal comes in low, you're good. So those are the things that we can go over in a buyer's consultation. Those are things that we talk about when we put together an offer strategy, and it can be done. It has been done. We're doing it over here. And this is how buyers are buying homes. So every case is different. I always say this, full disclosure, it's not for every single home, but it's what I'm seeing more and more as inventory stays low and supply is down, demand is high. Only one person can win the 30 offer scenario. Is it going to be you? Are you going to remove that appraisal contingency? Only do it if you have a good team backing you and you're confident and you have a backup plan. So this was a long video. I hope you learned something. I hope you're having a great day. If you're thinking about buying, you have concerns, feel free to talk to me. We can talk through it and see if it's a good time for you to buy now. Have a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye.